So I really need some folks of color, some black folks to give me some.
Uh, I'm right here, Holga. You don't need to go to the people of color or the black people. Why are you looking for validation from my community? I don't like that shit. Okay? If the video's about me, just tell me. All right? I'm a oncologist. Okay? I listen to what you guys say and I break shit down. And that's what we're going to do here. All right? Continue.
Liked them. The first movie I watched was Sinners, largely because I'd really been wanting to watch that movie. I love Michael B. Jordan, and I just think that he is just handsome.
Oh yeah, Sinners. That is a movie that my community, we have had some really great in-depth conversations about it. It's very reflective, actually. Did you see yourself in that movie? Oh, okay. I digress. So you watched it because of Michael. I don't blame you personally. Okay, he's okay. But it's his acting skills. That's what I like. And you know the way he treats black women off screen, you know, it just shows that you know his love and admiration for black women is genuine. Okay. Now listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with watching movies. I really don't. I enjoy movies. I like to be entertained. But you know, honoring Black history by being entertained by Black people, you know, it just sometimes it just seems that might be a little shallow. Okay. And considering the times, I would actually be recommending this movie. It's a great movie about how a black man, one black man, beat the Schmazzies. Okay. They were going there to prove, you know, the myth of white supremacy, and they did not prove it. Destroyed it. Black man just destroyed it, crushed it, demolished it. Okay.
Read the biography of Malcolm X.
Biography? Do you mean autobiography that he wrote? You know what was so powerful about this book for me? They're his words, his spirit. For me, it could never be mistaken as a bio. Okay. Now, I've made mistakes. I continue to make mistakes on the book titles, okay? And I'm not judging anybody for making a mistake. But this book, it's much more powerful when he said it than when he said it. Okay. I digress again.
And she brought up white man grape culture. Bitch, I know!
And as that bitch, I'm going to go ahead and give you insight to that culture of yours. Speaking of reading, this is a great book. Just a general overalization of, you know, a linear history of you, which is really circular because you guys keep doing the same thing, saying the same thing. You know that Caucasian identity you guys are very quick to use. Maybe not you, I don't know. But it actually was developed for white supremacy. Okay. And do you know who the model is? Huh? Well, first let's look at the descriptor. Brown hair. There was somebody with a short mustache that kind of perpetuated the blonde hair, blue eye thing, but originally brown hair, brown eyes. Small mouth. And as we can see here, during the creation of this whole thing, there's certain white tea people that were white and, you know, that were not, including Russians. Russians were in and out sometimes, depending on how they were acting. So Blumenbach used skulls. A lot of them, they were obsessed with skulls, and that's how they created humankind, or their varieties, and all that was off of skulls. This particular skull was likely an adolescent. They did an autopsy on her. She passed away due to VD. She was trafficked through Russia. Adolescent VD. Isn't it interesting how a man from 200-300 years ago said the most beautiful being is a adolescent little girl's skull that was trafficked. And you know what made her beautiful? Her subjugation. Isn't that interesting? Of all the things going on now today, we see stuff like this went on hundreds of years ago as well. And created your identity, your beauty standard off a little girl who was trafficked. Sit on that one.
unintentionally disrespectful, like, or is this just a hateful person? Because I literally looked at their profile, and their entire profile is basically calling people honkies. And
now you hold it right there. I will not have you lying on me and corrupting a descriptive word that I use that is clearly different than yours. Now, per the definition of the honky, which sounds totally different than what you said, it's a descriptive term. Talks about white people expecting to be centered, expecting to be all sorts of hunky shit. It really is. And I am going to be respelling it in the next book because I want to fully separate my shit from y'all's, okay? And minimizing the work that I have done in discovering whiteabetes. And just so you know, anybody can have it, okay? We all got some sort of whiteabetes in us, but you got the OG strain, okay? This is just the definitions. So it's not just about being hateful. It's about being able to define, apply, know the functionality of how things work. But most importantly, identify the hawkish shit through history. Now, I showed you about the Caucasian. I don't think that was where, loving little girls started from. It's been through all over your history. Northern, Southern, you're all over. And I look at your history for those stories. Your authors for those stories. Because if you're looking at my videos and all you see is hate and feelings, you are completely racially illiterate. Okay? Which explains your shallow honor of Black History Month. Okay? You're welcome.